In the Boston Garden, the first NBA East-West All-Star game, the dream game for the pros. First, let's look at some of the personalities. Here's Walter Brown, president of the Boston Celtics, seated at left, talking with Maurice Podloff, head of the National Basketball Association, at right. And now close-ups of the stars. For the East, Bob Cousy of the Boston Celtics. Easy Ed Macauley, former St. Louis star, now with Boston. Dolph Schayes, Syracuse ace, formerly of NYU. From the New York Knicks, a trio of stars. From left to right, Vince Spirilla, Harry Gallatin, and Tricky Dick McGuire. From the Philadelphia Warriors come whiz kid Andy Phillip, Paul Arizin, ex-Villanova great, and a real pro veteran, Jumpin' Joe Fulks. Rounding out the East squad is Big Red Rocher of the Baltimore Bullets. And now for the West, Jim Pollard, George Mikan, and Mikkelsen, the big three of the Minneapolis Lakers. Here's Frank Bryan, Dead-Eye Dick of the Tri-City Blackhawks, and his teammate, Dyke Edelman, all-around athlete from Illinois. Two Kentucky immortals, Alex Groza and Ralph Beard, now the Indianapolis Olympians. Larry Faust, formerly of La Salle, now a pro for the Fort Wayne Pistons. And Fred Schayes, also a standout of Fort Wayne. Rounding out the West team is Bob Davies of the Rochester Royals. The officials, Pat Kennedy and Charlie Ekman. And speaking of officials, there's a real old-timer on hand, Oswald Tower. Ossie has been a member of the Official Rules Committee since 1910 and is editor of the Basketball Guide. That tap-off, however, was just ceremony. Here's the real McCoy. The ball goes to East, wearing the white jerseys, and they go to work, but fast. In the corner, Dolph Schayes shooting, and the Easterners lead 2-0. Ralph Beard brings the ball back for the West. Let's see what they can do. Davies has it. Driving in, but a shot is beautifully blocked by Schayes. More ball hawking by the East, and they've got the apple. Bob Cousy with a wonderful brand of dribbling. On to Schayes, and two more for the East. The Easterners continue to lead the way. They're putting up a mighty effective defense, too. West is finding it hard to penetrate. Davies, over to Beard. Now to Pollard, into Groza in the corner. George Mikan is in the pivot. He's the man they want to feed. Here it comes. George's shot is off, but West still has the ball. And Alex Groza pumps it up and in. East in possession, and time to hear from another star. He's Vince Spirilla of the New York Knicks. Take it away, Vincent. Swish. The Eastern All-Stars are really hawking that ball. Mikan gets the shot, but it's missed, and here we have the East again. Joe Fulks holds it up. Over to Phillip, on to Schayes, and here's a pretty screen. A pretty basket, too. The East is rolling right along. They lead 21-14. The West could stand a little help. Davies' set shot is on the button. The West is now starting to catch on fire. They're going to try a little ball stealing, too, and it looks like they're going to do some scoring. Edelman misses, but Dyke doesn't fail on his second chance. 21-19 for the East. That's Paul Arizin with the ball. And he's right on the beam. East is proving hard to catch. But here's Frankie Bryan on a nifty play right down the middle. East retaliates quickly. A long pass to Schayes and 2 points for their side. The East is playing rugged ball. Their defense remains as spirited as ever. Rebound specialist Harry Gallatin takes over for the Easterners, and coming along is a neat fast break. Barilla on the payoff end. If you like that, look at this. Mikan's nifty bounce pass to Schayes for a Western score. More pretty play. Phillip sends a perfect lead pass to Macauley for an Eastern basket. The East is staying up there in the lead. They're ahead here in the second quarter, 33-22. Davies tries a set shot. It rims the basket, and Schayes rebounds for the East, and there they go. Veteran star Joe Fulks does the honors on this one. For the West now, needing points, Jim Pollard feeds Groza. There's his hook, up and in. The East in possession again. Fulks' jump shot is off. Schayes rebounds and gives it to Phillip. His set shot rims the basket, and that's all the missing East is allowed. West takes over, and this is something to see. Davies flips to Beard for a bullseye. Very nice play, but back roars East with an eye-catching score by Macauley. And that's just about the story of this East-West All-Star game. East shows just a bit more cohesion in its play as they out-razzle-dazzle West in this dream game of the pros and go on to win it 111-94.